Welcome back, everybody. John Pollock here with John Ramdeen and Robin Black, and it is time for our NHL trade deadline coverage. Are you excited? Who's going to the Blackzilians? I hear ATT is looking for a striker. You know, Team Alpha Male very heavy in the wrestling game. Could be some big moves today.
I actually was speaking to Chainsaw Charles McCarthy this morning, who is an ATT guy. Obviously, that show has just finished filming down there.
Yes.
So I'm like, so did you guys win? I can't tell you that. Did any of your guys win? I can't tell you that. Was it fun being on TV? I can't tell you that. It's like, come on, Chainsaw Charles, tell us something.
Did you call him that? Did you say?
I literally said, Chainsaw Charles, come on, buddy.
Listen, I remember when they screened the first episode of Ultimate Fighter Season 18 with the Ronda Rousey coaching against Miesha Tate, and you go to this screening, and they're just like, oh, just sign your name at the bottom there. And it's like a couple pages here, and I decided I'm going to skim what I'm signing here. My God, if I had come back and repeated to any of you, I would have been liable for $5 million on the hook. And I'm not on the show.
How are they going to get that? Let's just say
listen, plenty of people. I remember another great story of how a contestant who was going all the way to the finals may have gone to a bar one night, drank a couple, and revealed where he was going to nobody at this desk.
Unbelievable.
If they,
I met him that night.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, he did reveal to nobody at this desk. If I was sued and they won, I would have to write them a IOU for $4,999,940.
You could offer to work it off, I guess.
Yeah, really, I guess. But yeah, people won't tell you, and that's how TV works. This is not unique to this kind of reality TV. Reality TV works that way, because if it didn't, blogs would just start giving away the ending. And the whole point, not a lot of people watch a lot of TV shows, you know, consistently because of PVR and stuff like that. So anything that has a reveal or anything that you don't know what happens till later and you can't get it till later, they really protect it. Elias Theodorou, I used to manage him. He won the show, or he was in the finals. Just couldn't tell me. But, you know, you ask enough questions and they tell you answers and you're like, I know when you're lying. I think you won that.
Right.
Well, are you guys interested in this, the latest, newest version of the Ultimate Fighter, where we're taking unsigned fighters from the Blackzilians and from American Top Team? They're going to fight something about $500,000, which they then said you had up to $500,000 a team can win. I'm not sure how that's quite going to work. If one guy makes it to the finals and wins it, why should he have to share any money?
Yeah, I think it's going specifically to the gym. So if your guys win, it's like, yes, your guy wins, so you get X amount of dollars. If all of your guys win, that $500,000 goes to the gym, but it's based on that. I think I like the idea. The talk around.
Wait, are you going to watch it?
You know what? I might watch it. I think I am going to watch it, but because you look, there's a whole bunch of different guys. Like, there's so many good fighters that aren't signed to the UFC right now.
Steve Carl's on this season?
That's right. I mean, you just look at, like, for example, the World Series of Fighting. Lance Palmer. I don't know how many people know Lance Palmer, but TJ Dillashaw and I were talking about it. This guy's the wrestling coach at Alpha Male. He said, this guy is sensational, but nobody knows his name. Hopefully, this is what we're going to get to see, the real prospects, the real talent from the Blackzilians or American Top Team that people just have not got a chance to see. But again, and also we're also looking at a TV show. So how great are the personalities?
Well, a couple of things. These guys, fighter-wise, will be better than most seasons, and that's for sure. That matters to me personally. That might motivate me to watch it. I haven't been watching a lot of them. I'll try to stay up on it because my job is to know some things about it. But there's so much fighting in the world that I want to watch all of it. And then when we have shows coming up on the weekend and I'm doing a breakdown or something, I may have to watch 8, 10, 12 of their old fights and both guys and analyze. It may not be possible for me to watch a television show that I like. I don't watch any other TV shows. I sit around in my lab with my thing open and my wife complaining at me that all I do is watch fighting. I don't have time to watch a show. But it's not meant for us anyways. It really isn't. I was talking to one of our main guys, George Barbosa, about this. The primetime show, the Ultimate Fighter, all of these things are almost for a different audience. People who might not pay $60 to watch cage fighting may watch a story about Kat Zingano's struggle and about the challenges that she had. That may not make them buy the pay-per-view, but you can make these television programs a hit for the company called the UFC without people ever necessarily watching them fight.
While we stay on the topic of signing something and then having to enter into an agreement with someone, Bellator is seeking to put an injunction on Quinton Jackson so he cannot fight April 25th in Montreal, stating he signed a deal with us. He has not fulfilled that contract yet. I'm sure Quinton's side is going to say that we had signed and we were promised things that we never received. You were in breach. Do you feel that there's a legitimate concern here that a judge could hold off on this April 25th fight with Fabio Maldonado?
Well, again, it depends on the paperwork, but according to Quinton Jackson and his team, they said, yeah, we've looked at all the angles when we were leaving Bellator, and we feel that we are 100% protected, that we will be able to compete for the UFC, and there will be nothing that the Bellator organization will be able to do.
You got rich jerks in expensive suits writing out stuff to do stuff, and that's how they fight. Screw it. Put these dicks in a cage together, these lawyers, put them in a cage together, and the winner is how we decide whether Jackson, because these guys will not do that. They'll sit around writing themselves little injunctions and stuff. Lawyers.
Mr. Litigator, Robin Black. All right, well, that was fun. Don't ever sign something without reading it is what you can take away from today's chat. We have more Fight News Now Extra. It's coming up right now.